have gone past the intro, and we have mostly explored the cabin.
The key card to my cabin. You have to be careful not to cut yourself on its sharp edges.
Right. No secrets under those. Right. Here is our door.
Hey! Ooh, hot body work.
Really?
Sorry?
So, are you enjoying the last days?
What?
Don't you read the papers? Don't you have a television?
Of course. Why?
Well then, you must know that we're all doomed.
Really? I wasn't aware of that.
That's all anyone talks about at the moment. Global warming, burning oil fields in the Middle East, and a bunch of natural catastrophes on top of those. And each one worse than the previous one. It can only be a matter of minutes before we all bite the dust.
What are you driving at?
That's obvious. In times like these, you have to complain. You just can't have fun. Let alone go on cruises.
Well, if you say so.
And then you get preached at on every street corner with this pseudo-scientific gibberish. When I see those would-be scientists in New York at the moment, full of their own importance with this UN business.
Now just slow down a minute. My father happens to be one of those scientists.
Yeah.
Well, we each have a cross to bear. For my part, I can only laugh about all this nonsense. And just enjoy it. After all, the prices for cruises and tourist trips have hit rock bottom due to all this panicking. It's just bad luck that I work in the travel industry myself. So, it's just one last quick cruise for me before this brainless gibberish finally ruins me.
Yes, great idea. Basically, he's not far off with some of the things he says, but I still think I prefer the two "the end of the world is nigh" characters to this guy.
True. He is self-absorbed, you might say. We can ask about a few things, like my suitcase.
Someone has obviously switched my suitcase. Have you seen my suitcase by any chance?
No, unfortunately not. And everything was fine with my luggage. Suitcase, backpack, and beauty case. It's all there.
Beauty case?
Well, sure. Even men have to take care of their beauty nowadays, but you should know that.
Really?
Thanks for the compliment.
Right. And the accident.
Did you hear anything about the accident at the harbor?
No, unfortunately not. Have I missed something?
No. What an idiot.
That you can say again, Nina.
I'll get back to concentrating on the more pleasant things in life.
Great idea. Have fun.
Moron. Anyway. Yeah, this is like its previous one. This is a German game. It's good, don't get me wrong. It's only as Norwegians having difficulty with games. Let's see. This door is locked.
Nobody seems to be inside, and I can't get in without a key.
Right.
This seems to be the ship's sickbay.
So it does.
The sickbay is empty, or at least there's nobody to be seen.
And we cannot go inside at the moment anyway. Yeah, all of these doors is not accessible at the moment, if ever. Let's see.
The large, bold headline on the front page reads, "The Final Victory Over Nature. How the Powers of the World Hope to Regain Control." It concerns the UN General Assembly taking place in New York in a few days to discuss the dramatic natural catastrophes of the last weeks and months. There's also something written here about the expert roundtables that are meeting before the conference. My father is attending one of those.
Of course he is. We just talked to him on the phone in the last video. Or at least we answered his questions.
This is for all guests on board, so I'll leave it here.
Right. It's an oar.
That's not a very innovative nautical decoration.
No. Let's take it anyway. And no, don't ask where she is actually keeping that, because I can't answer that, I'm sorry. Flashlight? Yeah, I believe there was some differences in...
There's one of those in my father's museum.
And I don't actually remember a flashlight. I might be wrong, it's been a while since I actually played the game, but I don't think there were one in the Wii version. Well, again, I might be wrong.
A cute picture of Noah's Ark. It doesn't look like it has much artistic value, more like it came from a children's book.
Probably. Let's see. This door we can open, I think, because this is...
Ah, the door is locked.
Or I can't. Never mind. I was wrong. I believe it's the laundry, so it should be open. Anyway. Not much I can do down here. Let's go up. There's a man standing there. Looks a bit pensive.
He seems pretty downcast.
Alright. Let us...
He seems pretty
Yeah, I know, I
downcast.
know. Let's talk to him.
Hello, everything okay with you?
Oh, hi. Yes, everything's fine.
It doesn't look like it to me.
Hmm.
I thought everyone was always happy and in a good mood on cruise ships.
Sometimes you become conscious of the fact that your whole life can change in a matter of seconds. In those moments, you ask yourself if all your plans for the future really make sense.
Well, he seems a real moody character. If he's always like that. But maybe he has good reason to be so depressed. Does it concern the incident at the harbor?
How do you know?
A tragic story. Did you know the man?
No.
It was actually quite strange. He had spoken to me just a few seconds before, and then...
He spoke to you?
Yes. He asked me if I was going to be traveling on this ship, and then he was gone again, and then this accident.
Did he say anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Are you quite sure?
Yes, I guess so. Why?
Oh, it's not that important. This whole thing has just gotten to me, that's all. Excuse me. I just need a few minutes alone.
Okay, no problem.
No problem. probably has nothing to do with anything. Me either, for that matter. We're just on vacation.
The pictures hanging here are of supposedly famous people who have traveled on this ship. It starts in the year 1982 with the mayor of Hicksville.
Right.
The Queen of the Heath, 1986. I seriously hope she won the title owing to a lack of competition. A beauty underneath a birch tree. Her name is missing, but she seems familiar somehow. Nice tush, by the way.
Right. You might have noticed that the ship Nina is on is not exactly the most luxurious of cruise liners. But she doesn't strike me as a very rich woman in any case. Pretty and accomplished, yeah, but not rich. Bowl of...
A bowl of marzipan potatoes.
Right. Let's take some.
Marzipan potatoes are one of the best reasons for loving Christmas.
This is not Christmas, though. But... fine. She doesn't want to eat any. Let's see... this is the reception area. So I guess we can talk to the porter about our mixed luggage. There is a bell to call him.
A bell. It goes ding-dong, or maybe ding-a-ling. In extreme cases, possibly even just ping.
Let's us push it then.
It is clearly too high to see over or jump over.
I'm not going to. I'm gonna ping the bell.
Oops.
It broke. But it worked for a
I
bit
wish you
anyway.
a wonderful day, my good lady. How can I be of service?
I think I just...
Damaged the bell? Well, don't worry, I'll take care of it later.
Good. What I actually wanted to say is that there's a suitcase belonging to a certain William Patterson in my room, and my own is missing. I assume the two suitcases were mixed up.
Most regrettable. I will look into the matter immediately.
That would be nice. I'm sure Mr. Patterson must be missing his suitcase, too.
I don't think so.
Sorry?
You may not have heard, but William Patterson met with an unfortunate accident shortly before the journey began.
So he was
Oh,
Patterson. Huh?
was he the man who was run over at the harbor in Hamburg?
Yes, what a tragic accident.
Is it serious?
I don't think it could have gotten any more serious.
Is he...
I'm afraid so. I will start looking for your suitcase immediately and bring it to your cabin. It was probably taken to poor William Patterson's cabin by mistake.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
What a very nice man.
I could actually go to bed now. There's nothing to be said against that. After all, I'm here to relax. The last few days were just a bit too much. The separation from Max... Nina, you're here to forget him. So don't start moping again. I'll just go to bed now, and when I wake up tomorrow morning, the world will seem a much happier and friendlier place. And my suitcase will probably be back too. It can't just have disappeared. At least, I hope not.
Hopefully. Things will be better in the morning. They usually are.
Just 1 second, I'm coming.
I don't usually sleep in my clothes, but
Isn't that the bikini from my case? There's a note attached with a scrawly handwritten message.
bling. Alright, what's this all about then? Or should I say, Nina's bikini top.
The bikini top from my suitcase.
Right. And a note.
This is the note that was fixed to my bikini top. The following text has been scrawled on it. Are you looking for this here? I also have the rest. Come and get it. How? Here's a little clue. They come from outer space, but seen from down here, that doesn't seem so important anymore. I don't know what this is all about, and whether whoever wrote it is just mental or actually dangerous. The question is, were the suitcases exchanged deliberately, and if so, why?
Mysterious. Let's see. They come from outer space, huh? Hey, now it's open. Right. Let's go. Steam. Dryer. Let's have a look around. Washing machine.
The program selection seems to be defective.
Right. In other words, it will not plug.
There's no laundry in it.
Let's see, dryer.
There's a sign on it. The dryer seems to be broken.
It is broken. Oh no.
It dispenses soap.
Really?
I wash my hands regularly. They're clean.
Right.
The wash basin is in a terrible state.
Yeah, I think the laundry room could do with a bit of laundry itself.
The wash basin and faucet, as well as almost the entire room, seem to have been ignored whenever renovation and or repair work have been done.
Bell.
A bell. No idea what it can be used for.
Take
The
it.
bell is screwed on tight.
And I don't have anything screwy with me, do I? Right. So at the moment, quite useless room. Alright. There was something upstairs though. UFO.
One of those mini carousels you often get outside supermarkets.
It seems to be missing something.
I'm afraid I won't fit in there. And I can't move it either. The wheels are missing on one side. If you look at a skylight from above, is it still a skylight? Or what? I don't think you are supposed to be able to open it.
Right. Missing wheel, huh? Now we can move it. Now we just have to look at it from below. That seems to be a problem.
The lower side of the window is filthy. You can hardly see the UFO through it. I don't think you are supposed to be able to open it.
I need to clean it then. We need some stuff to do that.
The restaurant is closed.
That's the restaurant, right? inside. Ice bucket.
There's no ice in it.
That's fine then, let's take it. Otherwise it is closed. We have a woolen blanket.
Keeps you nice and warm during cold nights at sea.
Let's take it. I'm sure we can use it. That's the smallest pool I've ever seen. Lounge chair.
Looks comfortable.
Don't have time for it now. I do think we'll need some water though. Pool water is fine, as long as you don't drink it. I'm not sure how any water got in there at all, but I think we might need some soap.
How much soap for an ice bucket full of water?
This much.
That should be enough. The cleaning equipment is complete. Now I just have to find someone to do the cleaning.
So Nina doesn't want to, huh? I think we have to do it anyway. We can't reach up there though. However, we have a nice extended cleaning utensil. Right.
Great. Even on vacation, I can't escape the role that this spiteful and unjust society has forced on me. Whatever happened to the achievements of women's lib?
You don't clean yourself at home then?
At least I'm being diligent. The skylight is clean again.
Right. You don't clean much at home then, Nina, do you? Right.
The skylight is more like a sky dark with that carousel on top of it. I can't see a thing.
I guess this is where the flashlights comes in. And again, I don't remember it in the Wii version, but let's use it anyway.
There's a note at the foot of the children's carousel. You will find the last clue that leads to your suitcase at the back of the ship. Hey, what kind of a sick mind is this? Sending me around the entire ship and writing me strange messages. Should I be seriously worried about this?
Now, the first time I played this, I tried to go anywhere to find the back of the ship, because obviously what this ship we were talking about, right? But since I don't want to bore you, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to find the ship right over there, which I now can
It said that the next clue would be hidden at the back of the ship. Maybe that didn't mean a real ship, but this picture here. Maybe I should remove it from the wall.
right.
I can't see anything on the wall.
Then look at the picture.
The Noah's Ark drawing. There's a photo stuck to the back of the picture, the wrong way round, unfortunately. So I can't see the image. Simply ripping it off won't work either. It would probably destroy the photo.
And the painting.
The steam is coming out of the pipe. The seal is probably broken.
Steam will usually work, I guess.
Okay, now I can remove the photo without problems. Oh, it's a picture of Max, my ex-boyfriend. A picture of my ex-boyfriend Max shortly after his skiing accident with his leg in plaster. If I'm not mistaken, that was also in my suitcase. Underneath the photo, someone's written in felt-tip pen, "Poor guy, he should see a doctor." Just wait. If I catch the person who's been spreading my stuff around the ship, I'll send him to the sick bay.
There is a sick bay here, though, which is probably the next clue, too. Let's go see. There's a light in there.
The door to the sick bay is locked.
Still?
The sick bay is empty, or at least there's nobody to be seen.
What should I do?
Congratulations! You actually did it!
Hooray!
What? Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Oscar, and you're Nina. That's right, isn't it?
Yes, but...
See, I never thought you'd figure it out. I made an extra special effort, but you are really good.
Made an effort? How?
With the paper chase, of course.
You mean you wrote all those notes, and you...
Yes! Great, huh?
You stole my suitcase and dropped my things all over the ship?
No, the suitcase was just lying around. I found it and read your name, and I thought you'd like to have it back.
Okay, let me get this straight. You just found the suitcase.
Yes, it was just lying around here all the time.
Did you see who brought it here?
No, no idea. But that's not important. What's important is that you won the paper chase.
Hooray!
I don't quite know if I should be relieved that there wasn't some psychopathic madman behind the whole thing, or... Well, the main thing is that the case is back again. But who brought it here? And why?
It was a great game, wasn't it?
Yeah, great. Do me a favor. Next time you want to play this type of game, tell me first. Promise?
Okay.
Thanks. And now it's time for bed.
Okay. Good night, Nina.
Sleep tight. Here I was, scared, witless, and worrying about psychopaths and such like. And it turns out it was just some cheeky kid who wanted to have a paper chase. I think I'm showing the first symptoms of persecution mania. Maybe in the future I shouldn't look for a conspiracy behind every little thing, but after my experience in Tunguska, be that as it may, I should lie down for an hour and relax a bit.
Shut your mouth, or I'll kill you!
Now what? Crap. Well, she's laying down.
Well, how are you feeling?
I felt better. My head...
Don't worry. Everything's okay. You've just got a mild concussion. You should be fine after a few hours rest.
Have you caught the guys yet?
What guys?
Well, the ones who were in my cabin.
I don't know anything about that.
But that's why I'm here.
You're here because you hit your head on the door.
It was the other way round. I don't walk into doors just for the fun of it.
We're on a ship. You can easily be knocked off balance by a large wave.
Nonsense. Somebody slammed the door against my head. And what about the guys who were in my cabin?
What guys? Ms. Jordan said...
Miss Jordan? Who's that?
Katerina Jordan is another passenger. I think she's helping the captain to fill in the insurance form.
Oh, really? Where?
In the restaurant, I assume. But you should have a rest first. Later, you can...
Have a rest. Yes, I can do that later. For now, I just want to know why that stupid cow is going around telling everyone that I enjoy walking into doors in my spare time. I'm very curious to hear her explanation.
So am I.
And then this wave came up and Ms. Kalenkov fell against the door?
You had better consider your next answer very carefully.
Oh, Ms. Kalenkov. It's so good to see you back on your feet. Are you feeling better? We're just writing out the accident report, and Miss Jordan is kindly...
Oh yes, Ms. Jordan is extremely helpful, and she just loves telling stories. Whether her stories have anything to do with the truth isn't really that important, right?
I don't understand.
Miss Kalenkov, you shouldn't upset yourself. It's bad for your health. I'm sure the doctor prescribed strict bed rest for you.
That would suit you. I would like to know why you tell such lies. Didn't you get enough attention as a kid?
Oh, calm down. You don't seem to have quite recovered from your knock on the head.
I am still clear enough in the head to know the difference between having the door slammed against my head and falling against the door, unlike you, apparently.
Is the pain still bad?
I'll show you what real pain is in a minute.
Ladies, I suggest we postpone the report until our next stop. We have all had time to calm down a bit.
But...
I think a bit of peace and quiet could do both of you some good. I would suggest you both return to your cabins. Enjoy the cruise, and if it helps you and all of us to relax, just try to avoid each other for the next 2 days.
But I must say...
I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? Yes? I'm glad. Then I wish you both a pleasant trip on the Calypso.
Why does Katharina Jordan talk such a complete load of garbage? Either she just wants to look incredibly important, or now where is my handbag? I don't believe it. More stuff goes missing here than in the Bermuda Triangle. Surely nobody would just walk in here and steal my handbag. On the other hand, there was definitely someone in my cabin yesterday, and maybe Katharina Jordan has a good reason for telling pointless stories about my supposed accident. But why would she want to break into my cabin and steal my handbag? And there was this male voice. Never mind, I'll ask her in my own discreet way. Maybe there's a really simple explanation for this, but before I embarrass myself in front of Miss Jordan, I should definitely ask the porter first.
Right. I guess we have been through more than half an hour of stuff. So we will continue this in the next video. In the meantime, this was your host, the Lazy Gamer, logging off. Bye guys.